Alright everyone, good morning and welcome to the Super Shop. Today's problem, GE door, oven door. So what do we have here today is the handle. Came completely off. Why? We don't know. So, should you call for service, or is it something that you can repair yourself? Let's dig in. So first what we're going to do is flip the door around, and we're going to look for the screws that remove this cover from the outer cover. So what we're going to have to do is remove some screws here, and that should release this panel. So here are the points that we're going to remove. Screw there, another here, another here, and another here. So once we release all of these screws, not these because these hold the hinge in place. Once we release these, the whole panel should be able to come off. So let's see what happens. Okay, we got that off. Let's get into the other screws. These screws have a star shape to it. These are a T20. Flip this door towards me. So now that we have that off, we'll remove the Phillips head. So now that we have all those screws off, let's remove this cover. Here we go. We'll remove that cover, and now we get to see what happened here and what we need to do to fix it. So this bracket is completely off with no screws securing it in place, like this side. So let's fix it. So now that we removed the top lid off and moved it somewhere secure, this gives us room now to work with what we need to in order to fix this cover. So this is the inside or the outer shell of the oven door. So do you need to call someone to service this? Maybe, maybe not. But it seems like a simple fix that you can probably do yourself at home. So what will we need? Well, we see that there is a hex head screw that attaches the handle to this part that came off. May have broken off, went through, we don't know. So how we're gonna fix this? We don't have another duplicate screw like this, so what we're going to do is we are going to use one 632 screw with a washer, and that should give us enough space to cover the hole and hold it in place without it falling through. Let's see if this works. So regular 632 is too long. We need it about this long. So what do? We cut it. So we measure out more or less the size. Pliers, we cut it down. Next, I go to the grinding wheel. Round off the tip. And that should allow me to get it through here. Next, I tap into my bag of treats and get 632 washers. And that should give us enough coverage around the hole. Let's see. So this is a two-man job. We have to hold this and the other bracket in place as we screw in from the top. So you can do it yourself, but I can't record and do it at the same time. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is the part that's gonna go here, and I'm gonna hold this in place as I screw this in line. Let's see. So as you can see, I've screwed in the new screws with the washer into the metal bracket that's gonna hold that in and the handle in place. Now it's complete. It's secure, it's not moving anywhere, and these new screws really grabbed on and cover much more space here on the bracket. So could we say this is fixed? Let's put it back together. Before you put this back together, be sure to clean the mirror and collect all this dust, because once the lid is back on, when you start cooking and trying to look into the oven, you're going to see all of these particles, and it's not going to be easy for you to view at times unless you take this cover off completely again and clean it. So now that this glass is clean, I'm not dusted, I can put it back together. So now that I've put the top cover, now we get back to the lower part and put this bracket on. Now this is going to be a little tricky, only because these holes have to match up with the ones on the inside. So you have to kind of lift the door up a little bit in order for those to line up. And once you get your first screw in, we'll move to the corner and do the same with the other, making it easy to follow with the other two. But this is going to require two hands. Let's see. Okay, cover is back on, just the way it needed to be. And now we're going to install the door back onto the stove and test the grip. Okay, here we go. Door's here. The handle. I'm shaking this up and down. This is a heavy door. As you can see, the repair held. The new screws locked into the handle are nice and tight, and this door is not going anywhere. Let's install it. So those hinges need to go in through that slot and lock the tab in place. And voila, door closed. And open and close this with no problem. As you can see, it was pretty much an easy repair. With a little patience, you can fix your own damaged items. This easily saved you hundreds of dollars from GE having to come to your home, analyze the issue, do the repairs, and then bill you several $100s for this simple fix that you can do at home if you just have a little patience and take things apart. So This is fixed. It's done. No worries. The stove will last you a little longer. Enjoy. Stay safe.